Hmm. Hello? Hello, hello. Are we live? Are we live? Okay, PC is not like trying to blow up. PC hasn't exploded yet. Let's try one more thing, one more application running. And let's try and have Spotify running, okay? If it's not gonna run, or it's probably for the better. But it seems like it seems like it's gonna run. It's gonna it's gonna fucking run. No, it's not running. It's like completely blacked out. Dude, it's having a hard time playing the freaking video in the background, man. The background video is like having a hard time being played. Uh, what was it? What was? Wait, let me ask. What? Okay, pop quiz. What? When from Guardians of the Galaxy, what is Ronan the Accusers? What is the ship of the Ronan the Accusers called? What's it called? It's called Dark Aster. Like someone when it comes to like ship designs, it doesn't seem to be like aerodynamic or like purposeful. Or someone can be like, it doesn't seem like the ship can fly when it comes to these freaking things. But they like when it comes to this freaking world, they already have like artificial gravity working. So there might be like some things like that working on like the Dark Aster. Even though it's like the ship is just all the way in the center of the freaking mass. I don't know. I don't know how the ship could like possibly be able to freaking fly, but yay. We also have the Milano. The Milano looks freaking crazy. It looks freaking functional, but the Dark Aster, it seems like a freaking concept to me. It seems so freaking wild to be able for it to be able to like work. But hey, that's what you do. Okay, when it comes to like freaking yapping about Guardians of the Galaxy, should we like try to like recap it and the freaking things? But it's kind of crazy, insane. Like knowing that this is like my how many times did I watch it already? Probably fourth time I watched it. But the fourth time I watch it, I'm like noticing things in bits and pieces, right? All throughout time, like there's this bits and pieces. Like when it comes to they do something heroic, the Guardians of the Galaxy team like bumps out around. And what do you name the Guardians of the Galaxy team again? It's wait, it's not. It's not that. There's just a Guardians of There's a theme. The Guardians of the Galaxy has a freaking theme song. This is like a freaking theme music, and it's crazy insane. I cannot like skip through the damn thing, but hey. I and even though it's like my fourth freaking time watching it, it still hits, man. The emotional beats and the freaking movie still freaking hits, and it still fucking lands. It's kind of crazy insane. I just like that, and yeah, it's like very nice, nice freaking movie, man. The thing about Guardians of the Galaxy that I want to talk about was like in the beginning, you see like Peter Quill's freaking past and how we got this freaking awesome mix. It's like he's still playing his awesome mix all throughout from his childhood until he's freaking old. And it's kind of crazy that it's like that because he knows the song all throughout and he still enjoys it. I don't think I will ever have that kind of like awesome mix like that, man. I don't think I'll ever have that kind of like awesome mix, kind of like how I don't know, man. I don't think I ever have those kinds of things like a certain like 12 freaking songs that I rock with over and over again. That, like somehow like be able to like have fun with it. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because I have like multiple freaking playlists of like multiple freaking things. Like gathered all throughout freaking things to be able to establish like these are like freaking songs from all over the thing, right? It's kind of like a playlist, right? The mixtape kind of thing is like a playlist for you, and like gathered freaking playlist to be able to play them over and over. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And one of my playlists is fucking probably banger, right? Like because Guardians of the Galaxy is a freaking banger. It's a straight up freaking banger. Listen. Oh, this shit we go here. Oh, okay, this is kind of crazy. Okay, yeah. There's actually like a Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 playlist, right? This is a Guardians of the Galaxy playlist. Yeah. Yeah, this is freaking fun. You know what? Like it's like one of those freaking things. Like back in the day when I was a freaking kid. Okay, I was like kind of like a kid back then. It was like 10 years freaking ago. It was like 10 years ago, so I was like hitting about around hitting freaking 20. Yeah, I was about to hit freaking 20. It's like 2014. No, and I was 19. This is 2014, so I was like kind of 19. Watching this movie 2014. It's like 12 years ago, right? 12, 18, 19. I was like 19 years old. Thing about it is, the thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy, it made me appreciate freaking old freaking songs, like songs from the freaking past. Because back then, like all I ever wanted to listen to was like new songs, new releases, all those freaking things. And that's all the things that I wanted to like listen to and wanted to watch. Like holy freaking shit. Man, right. Uh, yeah. Like also Guardians of the Galaxy is like one of those movies that made me appreciate older freaking songs. And be able to like look back at the freaking past and gather what was working in the past, the great freaking songs of the past. And I'm like, yeah, they were like crazy ass freaking songs in the past. And then I get to like be understand like, oh shit, very nice freaking thing. And it's crazy insane that it was like that. Yeah, that was Guardians of the Galaxy. And when it comes to like personal freaking reasons or like a past and personality, personal things like personal relationship. Okay, we start off in like personal relationship with the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy or my personal freaking experience towards it, right? Like also like personal experience towards Guardians of the Galaxy is like very very great. It made me appreciate freaking Marvel. This is the point where I really like Marvel as it is because the jokes are freaking funny as fuck. Everything was funny. It was fun. It was great. Uh, the threat of Ronan is still crazy insane. Like the MacGuffin is like somehow you cannot touch it for so long. This freaking power, like this immense of freaking power that you ever got will destroy you. Something kind of like that, and you can't hold on it for too long. It'd be crazy if like our heroes will be able to do that. And then there was like the explanation of like Peter Quill being able to like hold on to it, and I was like going, that was like you're thinking like humans can do that, like get hold to that kind of power. Like you were thinking like that on the first freaking thing, right? That yeah, it's crazy insane. I like the funny parts. But I kind of watched it later on in the freaking thing, right? When I watched it in the freaking movie theater, I was kind of late. I was already in the part where they were like chasing each other. They were like chasing each other in Xandar. I was already in that freaking part of the freaking movie, so I never got to like actually watch the first part, like the intro. The intro was like very very fun. It was like very the coolest freaking one of the best freaking introduction of like Star Lord of Peter Quill. It's like a very fun introduction. I like enjoy that a lot. But that was that, man. My experience in it in the movie theater, yeah, I was late, but it still was good. Even though I was late to the freaking movie, I still got a grasp of like whatever the movie is going through, and it was nice. There were like crazy ass freaking parts about it, like "Take My Hand, Peter." That was the nice one. And then where did the fuck did he get the Star Lord freaking name? That he got it from his mother. The letter from his mother. He never opened this present until so later on, until 26 years later. Like 26 years later until he opens his freaking present from his mother. And it's crazy insane, which is the volume freaking two. The volume two of the freaking things. So we start with like volume one, volume two, and there's no volume three. Like volume three is crazy insane. Oh yeah, there's still volume three. I think no volume three is like he already has the Zune. By volume three, he already has the Zune. And like afterwards in that, like I wonder would be crazy if it's like would encounter something like freaking Rocket when it comes to yeah, when it comes to like these 2 freaking years away from each other. Like I wonder what would happen there. Like Rocket would have like gotten like so many much more crazier so much more amount of like it could like build like I don't know something that would like store more freaking songs, like a freaking terabyte of freaking songs, like 300 terabytes of songs or something like that, or a peta of just songs from Earth, all in their FLAC, like all in their lossless freaking things. This is crazy insane about it. Okay. Uh that was when it comes to that. The needle drops in this movie is very fun. It's a fun freaking movie, man. It's just fun, enjoyable. It's like I don't know how to rate it. Probably at 82 because there's like it doesn't you question your plot, right? Like also freaking bad freaking movies, you like can somehow get confused as to where the fuck everything is going on. But somehow this one is still seems like a well knit freaking thing, right? The threat of the freaking villain, like Ronan the Accuser, being some sort of like crazy ass Kree person, was like a rogue freaking Kree. But somehow the Kree like doesn't even say that they do not support him or whatever it is that he does. And he's just killing like Zandarian freaking outposts. He wants the like extinction of Zandarian's freaking culture, not its people, its freaking culture. So you ever like try to like be with Xandar or like be with like no Nova Core, right? Or everything about it. This is crazy insane. Probably we're never gonna see Nova, man. Like with this freaking thing, and you'll be like, "That's the Nova Corps." I thought they were like people with helmets and like acting like a freaking the crazy ass freaking police force of the universe of the galaxy, right? Yeah, but that's like the Nova Corps so far, and they're like, "Oh my goodness." That's the thing that Norton was like trying to kill, and him like being treated or being said as such a boy, like the, the way freaking Thanos just says to him like boy, like calls him a fucking boy. It is like acting like a fucking boy, anyways. That was crazy insane. This is so crazy insane when it comes to the third act. The way these freaking people that hate each other somehow hate each other at the beginning, be able to like somehow like each other later on. You know. Crazy thing about it was like Quill was saying, nobody's calling you that. Yeah, nobody's calling you like a freaking. Nobody's laughing at you the way it's like confronting Rocket when it was like being things like that. I didn't ask to be torn apart and being put back together over and over again. That's just crazy as freaking things. Which is like a great freaking relationship with like freaking probably Nebula. Like something that they would like be able to relate when it comes to each other. But that was that. Nebula and like Nebula and Gamora. Well, like we're sister, like we are daughters of Thanos and all those freaking things, and then I like and Thanos saying Gamora is his favorite, my favorite freaking daughter, in front of freaking Nebula. That's just fucking funny, and that was freaking hurtful and like funny and like thanks dad and all those freaking shit. It's crazy insane. This movie is very fun. It's very fun. You'll be able to like empathize with the characters easily. It's somehow like easy to like these freaking characters. The way they like have fun, like, and I want this man's leg. And then the way he's like explaining this entire freaking plan, this freaking plan when it comes and getting their freaking objectives and all those freaking things and gathering freaking things, and you see Groot walking around, going into like grabbing this freaking item that's somehow supposed to be the last thing that they were able to pick because it's gonna set up all these freaking alarms. That was so good. At first, and then the craziest freaking, and later on in the freaking part where they were like confronting each other when they were in the Yondu's freaking ship and like getting all the freaking Ravagers. There was like, yeah, Sal, and freaking like the Ravagers playing like Space Invaders. That was so cool. Guardians of the Galaxy is very fun. It's very nice. Guardian. Anything else about Guardians of the Galaxy? It's like one of my favorites when it comes to Marvel, like Guardians of the Galaxy, because the first time you watch it, it was so impactful, but it's not something you want to watch again. Like some when you watch again, the jokes don't land, but some of the feels lands more. Like you be able to understand each other, like each freaking characters more when it comes to like the second freaking thing. But because when the first freaking try or the first freaking pass, like the jokes are just what's getting you to stick it and like what's making it much more memorable, right? And that's great. Jokes are freaking great, but like hearing a joke a second freaking time, it just doesn't land when you know already the punchline. Like yeah, when you know already the punchline, but some freaking land still, right? Like some of the freaking jokes still land for me. Like the jokes still freaking land even after in so many minds. Which means they are like really good jokes. Oh my god, again. Okay, I'm still talking. Okay, it's still good. It's still going on. Okay, it's still working. Okay. It's still working like that. It's crazy insane that it's still working. Okay. Yeah, that was like Guardians of the Galaxy. Anything else about the damn freaking movie? Uh Drax a destroyer, Drax on invasion and all these freaking things is kinda crazy insane. And then later on knowing he is freaking wrong and like saying he is wrong towards like freaking Rocket. And Rocket having like scolding, "You're making me beat up grass." Okay, that was fucking funny. You're making me beat up grass. That's that's just fucking funny. And then him like roasting Tivan, like the collector. That was fucking funny too. The collector freaking scene was freaking funny. The reaction of freaking the one when they was like they were like magnificent when he's like saying that thing towards the Infinity Stone. Those are freaking funny. Yeah. So the singular, so Infinity Stones are like freaking forms of like singularities that were able to manifest itself and created the freaking Big Bang and created the universe. And then they transform, and then when it comes to the beginning of the freaking universe, they turn into Infinity Stones. So that's what that's supposed to be. I don't know what so yeah, and that's where Infinity Stones. And then like them fighting. What else? Like that was like there were like very very pretty as scenes. The one where like Star Lord was like freezing in the freaking death when like trying to push the mask on Gamora, and there's this ice going like working on like his swelling, his face is freaking swelling, and then the Ravagers coming up during it going to the scene. It looks like it looks pretty, man. It looks pretty and it looks freaking awful. It looks freaking dreadful and pretty at the same time, man. It's kind of crazy. It's like that. They were pick up the Ravagers, and he was able to like patch up a plan in there. And in pretty ass scenes, the pretty ass scenes like the obligatory Marvel superhero shirtless scene, the obligatory Marvel superhero shirtless scene. It was crazy. He has a good freaking body, man. He has like freaking abs in the chest and the freaking arms. Like Chris Pratt looking good with the freaking thingy with the lighting of the freaking robots going on there too. It was crazy insane. Anything else? Um, when it comes to like 19 minutes, yeah, every time like around 19 to 20, like all the way to 30 freaking minutes is like the hardest freaking parts about it, right? be able to like talk about it. But that was like anything else that I liked about it. Yeah, the prison break scene was very fun. The prison scene where they were sleeping, that was fucking funny as fuck. When he was like so freaking awake, he couldn't even sleep because like all these people around him. That was funny. Yeah, you who live with an man who live with an Azkabarian. Yeah, that was fucking funny too. Man who laid with an Azkabarian, and the way he is explaining this freaking the sign of like a throat finger going through throat is slitting it means death. That was freaking funny the way he was explaining it. You've seen this, right? You've seen this. You know what this means, right? Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. That was funny, and then Drax not understanding whatever it is that he's trying to do. Like, it doesn't understand metaphors. Metaphors go over his head. No, it will not. My reflexes will be too freaking fast. My reflexes will be too freaking fast. Oh shit, that was fun. Drax is freaking funny. Dude, everything is freaking funny, man. Like, the way they were like having this crazy ass freaking fights. Everybody has the crazy ass freaking fight scenes, and then the prison break, right? The prison break freaking scenes. They have like crazy ass freaking fight scenes, like Drax helping Groot and Rocket out, like throwing this freaking gun towards him and all those freaking things, and then you have this crazy ass freaking fight scenes, and then you see Gamora and this fight scenes, and then you see freaking Peter, and you see Peter Quill, and he's just talking to this man with his freaking leg. You say you need my leg. That leg. And this man's leg. It makes the freaking how much for the arm. Okay, the running freaking joke, how much for the arm. That is so fucking funny. Yeah. How much for the freaking arm? Anything else about this? This is crazy insane to be able to talk about. You know, it's like one of those freaking movies that are just like completely changed the entire MCU. Yeah, it changed the like movies because it's like it was received so freaking well. How much did it rate it? I think it's like an 87, 86, 85. Or probably a 90, man. And it's not 90 for me. It's probably like 86. Because the themes is just the Ronan the Accuser wasn't that much of like a freaking it is. But it's just like not an impactful villain as like Winter Soldier in like Captain America Winter Soldier. It doesn't seem to be that kind of like a villain, like very menacingly, like very evenly matched kind of villain. But it's really good. The way the beating was good. The way the stakes were like going higher and higher, and be able to understand, oh shit, it's the galaxy, it's the universe is gonna be able to like freaking it's the galaxy, it's all of everybody else, right? The way there's conversation of like freaking why do you even care what the rest of the people in the galaxy? Well, we live in the galaxy. That's why I care. Something like that when it comes to this conversation of like Groot, no, it's Rocket and Peter, right? That was fun. Guardians of the Galaxy, how much it was rated? I think like 80 something. Oh, it's a 91. Yeah. Okay, it's a 91. It is. It's very, very well made, man. It's a 90. It's an 8 on IMDb. People like it. The jokes are like so freaking good. It's like so fun all the way from the beginning to the end. It's like really good. And the way these freaking people be able to like merge together and work as a team. The way they were like be able to like work as a team at the freaking end is like nice. Because somehow in the very very lonely on the very very deep end of like who they are, it's like people who don't have friends, right? It's like people surrounded by freaking enemies. Like somehow all their freaking past it was like this. It was like they never had enemies before, but somehow they were like they never had friends before, but somehow they find the freaking people. Uh serendipitously. Like by some freaking miracle or by some freaking chance they be able to meet each other. It was just crazy insane. And then they work each other towards being friends, and it's a very very fun and very nice freaking concept. It's like one of those freaking very very attractive freaking thing. Very very nice. People like that kind of shit. Yeah. It's very nice. Like the Star Lord's freaking thing, the needle drops of like using pop music from the 70s, pop music from the 70s, from the 80s. Eh, it's just very nice. And then like probably Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4, we'll be able to see pop music in the 2000s, man. They were like talking about Britney Spears and all these freaking things like already. They were like Mitch Spears was mentioned, but in the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, like I was do these new Guardians of the Galaxy, right? That was freaking fun. And then they said at the very end Peter Quill will return. Like Peter Quill or Guardians will return. Yeah, that's a freaking running thing when it comes to like will return. Yeah. Oh, it's a fun freaking thing. Any fun things when it comes to the Guardians of the Galaxy? I have nothing much to say about it, man. It's like one of those freaking movies that are really well made, bro. It's a 90. It was like a high 80 for me because like the impact is still there, but it's just like I don't know. I watched it without like uh without anybody else, without anything else. I gotta watch it without anything else, and it's kind of fine. It's nice to watch. Uh, Anything else that I need to watch it? Yeah, nothing much, but it's fun. It's a really good freaking thing. Uh, the things about Guardians of the Galaxy that I like watching about it. It's I don't know. It's a 91. I thought never. Yeah, it is. It's like my fourth time watching it, and the jokes still freaking land. Even though I know the jokes, like I know what the jokes are there, but it's still freaking funny. I'm still fucking laughing. I'm still I'm still like snickering. I don't know. That's the word. It's like it's still funny, man. It's still funny the fourth freaking time around. Studying it as such, and it's kind of crazy because Guardians of the Galaxy did made me. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 made me cry in a fucking theater, man. It's just I don't know. It's just crazy insane because they don't have James Gunn anymore. Like Marvel doesn't have James Gunn anymore, and it's kind of crazy. It's just one of those freaking things to be able to like talk about, and you're like, oh, this is what he does. This is what he mean. This is what he is to the Marvel, right? And then they say when it comes to the Marvel freaking formula, it started off with Guardians of the Galaxy because those kinds of like amounts of like jokes to be able to like be fun and all those freaking things is kind of crazy. And it's much probably harder to be able to like pull off something like Captain America, where you have like something like that, or you could have something like Guardians of the Galaxy who have like 50 jokes per minute or something like that, right? Like 3 jokes per minute, or like it's like like it's like it's much more easier to probably pin down when it comes to those freaking things. When it comes to like freaking threats from these freaking when it comes to threats from the big ass villain, it's like oh, this raises the stakes of the higher. Oh, the entire rest of the galaxy is there. Oh, a genocidal maniac. Okay, freaking genocide. Everybody hates freaking genocide. They don't like that from anybody else. So yeah, that's freaking crazy. And then Yondu is kind of insane because looking back at it as someone who's watched the entire freaking thing, right? It was like watch Yondu become this freaking person towards like when you see volume freaking 2 what Yondu becomes after that one is kind of crazy because what Yondu is right now, it's like kind of like a threatening freaking kind of thing, but it's probably not, you know, like some kind of crazy as like uh person towards like Peter freaking Quill, because somehow he kept saying like these freaking people wanted to eat you. Something like raised somebody who raised Peter Quill, right? That's like Yondu, but they somehow being Ravagers and all those freaking things, and they have to do Ravager freaking things. Yondu is kind of crazy because I consider Ravagers. You don't. It's right. It's nice when Ravagers are nice. The Ravagers are really fun to watch. What else? Groot's freaking sacrifice at the freaking end. That was so good because we like, I am Groot. All he ever says is I am Groot, and then he says we are Groot, and then it's like, oh shit, we understood that thing. Like, oh, that was freaking fun. And then he dies, it turns into a small freaking stick, but this small freaking stick like grows to be something crazier. Yeah, gets to be a baby again, and Baby Groot is really fun. Baby Groot, teenage Groot, right? Yeah, it's like crazy insane. Anything else that I'd like to talk about it? I don't know, man. When it comes to a freaking stream, it's just like at least 1 hour. So we have like so much more to talk about. I don't know what to talk about, man. Uh, yeah, like onto this freaking thing, we started to like be able to see like freaking Pretty Quill's freaking got up there. It turned out to be 26 years later after being adopted from after just right after his mom's fucking death, right? Just right after his mom's fucking death, he was abducted by freaking aliens. That was insane. Yeah, the take my hand scene was kind of crazy. It's still hitting. Even after fourth freaking time, it's that good. Anything else when it comes to like Guardians of the Galaxy? Anything else? I don't know. Let me see. It's just a good balance of freaking humor and seriousness, and we'll be able to like be able to like say all these freaking things, right? It's really good, bro. It's really freaking good. Plus 70s music on it too. It's just really nice. Yeah. It's one of those freaking things that really people like when it comes to the ratings, everybody like agrees upon. Damn IMDb, like what the fuck is like yeah, it's an 8. So yeah. Vin Diesel is freaking Groot. Yeah. Action sequences are great. Wait, thin freaking story. Yeah, the compelling storyline. Yeah, the craziest thing about it too is like the nostalgia freaking factor. Nostalgia freaking factor when it comes to the freaking songs is like crazy insane, but it just works, right? It's just nice. Yeah. The Phase 2 is great or crazy. The last freaking movies in regards to Phase 2. Well, they're gonna have like a dip when it comes to like freaking hype and all those freaking things because Age of Ultron's coming up next. It's a good freaking movie, but when it comes to the standard that Marvel movies have like set up, it just doesn't seem to like fit the freaking standard because when it comes to the standard, it's like something like Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, right? Those freaking movies. But this is one that people forget when it comes to like all those freaking runs. There's always gonna be one or two freaking movies that's gonna suck. But not gonna suck. Not gonna be uh put to the freaking quality as how everybody wants it to be. That was supposed to be, but like sucking, like something like fucking trashy ass freaking thing. Like no, there's gonna be something else. Yeah. Man, I kind of want to watch Electric State again, man. Like, holy fucking shit, it was so bad. Even now, I was like saying it was bad. Anyways, this is Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy music is just crazy insane. The music in it is just so freaking impactful. It's just like freaking tells the story much more better freaking way. Yeah, but when it comes to the freaking music, you love the needle drops more than the theme, the original theme of the Guardians of the Galaxy as being used. Because when it comes to the theme of the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's been used so freaking way, so freaking much in this freaking movie, man. You don't understand. Like every time they team up, there's like the Guardians of the Galaxy theme music on the background. That's what you hear. And then this emotional freaking beats is the Guardians of the Galaxy theme again, and the acoustic was stripped down freaking version. It's like that when it comes to those freaking things. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of fun. The music is insane. The soundtrack is the way it was used is really good. It's really freaking good. The soundtrack is really good. The way it was used is so freaking nice. It's just like, oh my goodness. Oh, there it is again. Those freaking same note progressions. You know, it's fun. And the cherry bomb scene, you see Gamora freaking yawning. That was freaking funny. There were like crazy ass freaking things. Yes, the prison break was fun. After the prison break, they're going to nowhere. After the prison break, the way it was like the freaking music that with this blue freaking alien taking this music away from him. Yeah, has to like risk his life again. Going back and taking his freaking music and going back into the ship with all those freaking things. What is it that you retrieved? Uh, Gives him the freaking Walkman. It was like, he's an imbecile. You're an imbecile. That was freaking funny. Uh, any funny things to be able to say when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy? It's crazy insane, man. It was very held so well. It's done so freaking well, man. It's done so freaking well where humor is like humor and the comedy is like on top. Like a comedy film that has like a 91 freaking valuation. It's very freaking hard. Because most comedies you get like around 6 to 7. But a 90 or like an 8, yeah. For like comedy, it's insane. Because someone when it comes to the humor, you touch up like everybody's like jokes, the way everybody sees jokes. And those kind of jokes is kind of crazy, kind of hard to be able to make, man. Kind of hard to write. That everybody likes. It's kind of crazy. It's very fun. Yeah. Oh, there was this crazy insane part too when they were like using these pods, and he was like able to like tear off one of these necro the enemy ships, and be able to control those ships from the pod. That was like a great freaking way. It's that was like a fun freaking thing to be able to see coming from this movie. It's like a great freaking. It's like, yeah, it feels new to me. It's like so new and fresh to be able to see those kinds of things, to be able to do that. A ship controlling another ship, you know? That was fun to watch. The part with like him explaining Kevin Bacon and like Footloose. Who put the sticks up their asses? That was funny. With him and Gamora. I will not be swayed by your pelvic magic. Yeah. What the fuck did she say when it comes to that one? Yeah, that was fucking funny. Oh, this is a song too. Yeah, this is a song, right? Yeah. The Gamora and freaking thing scene. Anything else? I don't know, man. This movie was very fun, very nice. Jokes were crazy. Anything else I need to talk about it from the beginning to the end? I don't know, man. Like when you watch it, it's just very nice. How Xander looks? Xander looks freaking crazy, insane, but nowhere was like a much more crazier freaking place to be able to be at. Nowhere was like the head of a dead celestial. As oof. Uh, and we got to see like Star Lord's lineage. Like he's part half Terran. Yeah, anything else? Hmm. Anything else? I don't know, man. I'm just listening to the freaking music and it feels nice. Or it's just me that just having run out of things to say when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is just that kind of movie, bro. You know, and then be able to like do all those freaking things is nice. The fights with the freaking ships are just really cool. Especially when the Milano is like being seen like at the end of the third act, when you see the Ravagers like fighting over the things that they're fighting over whatever it is they're trying to raid the thing the place, trying to raid the Dark Aster. Like they bust up the freaking they created a hole in it and they were able to go in there. Man, if Yondu was with Quill and when they entered that freaking thing, they would have like easily wiped out the entire freaking soldiers in there. But the fight with Gamora and like the fight with Gamora and Nebula, that was crazy insane too. It was like, help us defeat freaking Ronan. And she was like, nah, not right now. You know? Yeah, any fun things towards it too. Uh, Ego was, oh no, we don't talk about ego. Ego is a great thing, like later on. Yeah, but does it seem like much more, like, when it comes to the freaking plot, like, when it comes to plot, like, trying to fake something, right? Trying to steal something, but he's trying to steal something and stole something, but it just doesn't know what he stole. And then started to ask questions and forgot something to be able to reveal when starting to ask questions, like the opportunities gets close towards him. And then later on gets faced with, like, your hero gets faced with, like, multiple freaking characters trying to take the freaking treasure that he stole and trying to take him instead. And then all those freaking things were able to, like, clash, like when it comes to clash with those freaking people who will try to do these things about him. And then when it comes to the freaking fighting, they were able to, like, fight each other, but it was like at the cost of, like, all of them being, like, being taken into the prison because they were all caught. We're creating a disturbance to the rights of people. And when that thing happened, they were, like, got into a freaking prison. And while they're being in the prison, they were, like, able to, like, talk about things and such. She was able to, like, hey, Buffy Two Puff, hello. So there was like that. Explaining Guardians of the Galaxy, they was, like, got into the freaking prison, and as he goes into the prison, he understands that one of his, like, prison cellmates were, like, having like were the reason half of the freaking, like, most of the freaking families of the people in the prison were, like, killed by this person. She was like, oh, they're freaking gonna kill her, but somehow, like, I like her some sort of way, right? Because she is a hot green lady. And then later on, he was able to, like, save her. And then in the course of saving her, he gained another one of their freaking allies in this freaking prison, which is Drax. And then that's this freaking prison break was going on. It was like, oh, we were able to come out of here because of my friend freaking Rocket. It's like says, like, my friend Rocket here. That was crazy insane. And then they were like, oh, yes. Because it was like Rocket was going for the freaking bounty and all those freaking things. And they were understanding how many, like, units were, like, this person willing to, like, pay, like, this freaking orb. They don't know what it is yet, but it is an orb. Like, what is it worth? Like 2 billion, like 4 billion, right? 4 billion units. And then they were like, there's this freaking funny thing when it comes to, like, Groot. It comes to Groot. Groot going into, like, asleep for the trouble, awake for the money. And, like, someone, like, needs, like, 4 million units to be, like, split into four. And then, yeah, the plan was, like, starting off. And then when it comes to the freaking plan being starting, huh? It's crazy insane. It was like that. And then later on, when it comes to the freaking prison break, that was crazy insane because, like, the last thing they're supposed to be able to pick up, or the last thing that they need for this freaking heist, was, like, the first thing that they got. And it was like, oh my god, we could just take that first and improvise. And then they improvised all the freaking way. They were like, they got out of the freaking prison. But after got out of the freaking prison, the people who were, like, sending Gamora into the freaking place were, like, going into the freaking place, right? They got into the freaking place, and they were questioning everybody where are they going. And then all of a sudden, this freaking guy cleansed the entire freaking prison. So the entire freaking prison was all freaking dead. And so that's how freaking crazy it is. It's just, like, establishing how much of a threat this freaking like, this the villain is. But you don't get to see much of him because we didn't see most of him. Like, when he has more screen time, we get to, like, learn more about the freaking hero about the villain. And as he gets more freaking screen time, the villain, we get to be more empathetic when it comes to the freaking villain, and that's not what we want to do. We want to say like it adds a little bit of mystery of what he is in us, and just understand his freaking motivations and how he wants to he wants to destroy freaking everything, right? That's how you want to see him. That's how we want to perceive it, and that's how they see it. We have like really small screen time when it comes to the big bad villain, but we know it's a threat looming when it comes to like everybody else, and that's a big, bigger freaking threat. And everyone must like stray away from. And that was freaking fun. So after they got arrested, they got away from freaking prison. When it comes to Darien freaking prison, uh, they went to nowhere, and as they went to nowhere, they have like a freaking fun time when it goes to nowhere, waiting for the collector to invite them into like whatever it is that going on. And as they like trying to wait, they still have like crazy ass freaking differences in here. We see Rocket's insecurities, or like Rocket's like crazy insane like thoughts, and we're able to understand that it was like that. He's being treated as not as something. He was treated being lonely. Everybody sees him like some this lonely freaking creature, but he's not, right? It's only one of himself and all those freaking things. And then you get to see Peter saying, "No, no, not they don't wanna see you like that," and all those freaking things, right? And that's freaking fun because we see like before we get to see Peter with freaking Gamora. You have this freaking relationship when it comes to Peter and everybody else, and somehow he's like gluing everybody else together, even with freaking Groot, right? That's freaking fun freaking thing to be able to like see in this scene when it comes in this freaking sequence in the nowhere freaking in the nowhere freaking plot line, right? And when they were in nowhere. But the problem when it comes to freaking nowhere is like why they were in there. Like Drax like somehow be able to like this like feels impatient, like because he's fucking drunk, right? Calls in freaking Ronan the accuser on the freaking place to nowhere itself. And then that's when like and that's when the freaking part where they were like be able to like understand like how the stakes have been raised, because he did call like Rona into the freaking place, and then we understand the stakes of what this orb is. It's like freaking yeah, it made like Peter P a little, because as he's seen all those freaking things, as he's seen worlds get destroyed like by this Infinity Stones, like how these Infinity Stones are being used, and then how it destroys freaking worlds is kind of crazy, insane to be able to like, oh shit, right? Like why even like have it here? And then you have like this freaking slave like picked up this freaking stone and were able to create this massive ass explosion as everybody went out of the freaking collector's freaking room, or the collector's freaking room, or collector's freaking building. And as they went out, you see Ronan coming in with his forces into freaking nowhere, like looking for them. And it was like, who freaking called it? And then like Drax went in to fight freaking Ronan and tried to freaking fight Ronan, but he's got his ass handed to him, right? And then Ronan doesn't even remember him. Doesn't even remember Drax, man. Ronan doesn't even remember who Drax is. And it's just crazy insane and it's like that, and get thrown into this pit of freaking things. And as they were trying to do this, these freaking people were trying to escape with these freaking pods, right? They were trying to escape with these pods, and you have these pods and things like this sequence when it goes to the pods and things, and very, very fun things. And then you get to, and it concluded with like Gamora being blown up while she has the freaking orb, and the orb was taken from Gamora, but they need to save Gamora. Like somehow Peter was like overcome with this freaking need to feeling to be able to not save freaking Gamora. So it got all these freaking things, and it turned into a freaking gag. Like this serious freaking thing is turned into a freaking gag, because it was like afterwards when they were able to talk with each other, I have to overcome this feeling of freaking heroism. It's like that I needed to save you and all those freaking things, and it was like freaking funny because it was like, where's the orb? And it was like, they got it. That's fucking funny thing. Like you see Rocket's frustration later on afterwards. It was like they were all fucking stupid doing all these things for each other, right? It's fucking stupid. And they was like, but it's just three, and then all these freaking things, and they need to freaking somehow save Peter Quill and all those freaking things. And then later on, yeah, and then it lead up to you making me beat up grass. Yes, because of what you're instilling of like the logic of how things are supposed to go. You're making me beat up fucking grass. And then And then we go to the freaking Ravager freaking scene, and then we're able to like see Quills be able to like understand each other, like somehow. The craziest part about it is like because of these freaking things, like you have a freaking plan, you're able to all those freaking things, right? We need to like steal this freaking orb from Ronan because we gotta have find a freaking buyer and we'll be able to like how the fuck are you gonna do that? I have a freaking ringer and be able to like by stating you have a ringer like Gamora understood the freaking cues when it comes to know that and this like uh gets into the freaking play gets into Quill's freaking play and be able to like say that I know his shifts and all those freaking things. And they were able to do that. And then after that, they were like, there's like firing on the ship. Oh no! I just like after they have like a common ground with freaking like they solved this freaking problem with Yondu. Here we go with freaking Rocket trying to cause trouble again with freaking Yondu. They was like, no, stop! We fixed it already. Oh, hi Quill, and that was like freaking funny freaking things. And then you get to see them like on the circle together, planning on what to do freaking next. What's the actual freaking plan? And there was like and there was like funny scenes then. And then after that one, and they were all standing after that one. Yes, a bunch of freaking jackasses standing together. Look at what we're doing. And that was freaking funny again. Freaking Rocket, man. Rocket, bro. Rocket, my guy. Holy freaking shit. Rocket, man. Rocket is just the best freaking guy ever, bro. Real love Rocket, man. Oh, fuck, bro. I love Rocket. Yes, it goes to Rocket too. Yeah. And then after King Rocket, after that freaking scene, we got freaking Cherry Bomb, everybody in like Ravager freaking garb. Like someone when it comes to like it somehow shows like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of like uniform and like so shows like it's like that. They're suit up together, looking towards each other. And see Drax. Well, we now know that Drax has sensitive nipples, but it's like gotta be shown in volume freaking 3. That's why he's topless in this freaking scene. Alright? It doesn't want to wear a shirt or anything else. So that was that. And then they went to the freaking Xandar, and Xandar with like his freaking message that he might be he might be a real a-hole, but he's not 100% a dick. And it was like crazy insane. And then later on with the interaction with the Ravagers coming down for the freaking Xandar, you see the Dark Aster like appear in freaking Xandar and the Ravagers coming fighting it. And then later on the Nova Corps be able to understand his freaking dick message. We're able to like help the freaking Ravagers fight off this freaking the Dark Aster. And then like Sal was like coming in and like telling like I hope your message was freaking right to like freaking Peter Quill. And then Peter Quill was so happy and was like they got my dick message. Bro, that was funny, man. They got my dick message. Yeah, that was funny. They got my dick message and it was like crazy insane. It was like that. Dude, that was a time where like James Gunn was a little bit much more unhinged, but later on he got cancelled when it comes to like around Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He got cancelled and then afterwards he was like changed a little bit, man. Like the way he like see things and the way he like acts and all those freaking things has changed. And it was like, come on, man. You wanna bring back the little bit of an unhingedness, you know? Yes, we're all freaking scared of getting cancelled, but these days around we are much more aware of ourselves that we need those kinds of humor, you know? Like, in all honesty, the freaking humor when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 compared to Volume freaking 3 is kind of crazy, you know? Yes, the boldness that was needed for Ever to do, but he's like doing like Superman and all those freaking things, man. It's like much more noble, probably like much more aligned to his character these days, you know? Like like now that I'm talking about the one of our favorite filmmakers, right, Mr. Gunn. Yes, he has like a freaking a certain kind of freaking character to be able to build this freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, to be able to direct this freaking thing, to have this vision when it comes to these things. But later on, it gets to be able to change. And right now, maybe he was needed to be cancelled to be able to like develop a certain kind of character to be able to like do do Superman or to do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was like very, very guarded when it comes to himself, man. We kind of like need those freaking humor, and we get to see that in Creature Commandos. We get to see this kind of humor in Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is fucking fun. It's fucking crazy. You consider DC freaking fun. Creature Commandos. We get to see it in like Peacemaker. You know. Yeah, we get to see it. We get to see that side of Gun in like all those freaking things. But then we get to see Superman, and it's like, fuck, man, that's freaking good. Yeah, we got to see it like in all the freaking things, right? It's not like lost, but it was like able to unleash those kinds of like parts of him in there. And yeah, that was like fun. Creature Commandos is freaking crazy. It's fucking fun. Peacemaker, yep. Peacemaker is just, yeah. Anyways, it goes to Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just very nice, the pacing of the freaking thing. And then after they went into the freaking Dark Aster, you see Yondu's freaking ship, because what's the plan was Yondu and freaking Yondu and freaking Peter will be able to like go into the freaking hole, right? The freaking part about this is just crazy insane. And so when it comes to like Nova Corps like helping them, and then like they put out the ship, and then we get to see Yondu's freaking ship crash, and we get to see how freaking Yondu goes on with just like his freaking whistle and that freaking pen thingy, that freaking arrow. Like that is just crazy insane. Like the smart arrow, that is crazy insane. What he can be able to do with the smart arrow, it's nice. We get to see the fights in the entire ship. We got to see the Gamora Nebula fight. You get to see a clap back when it comes to like the Star Lord freaking thingy. Like cool, like those freaking things. Who the fuck is that guy again? Like Peter fighting those freaking things, and then you get to see Groot like showing off these freaking things. Like we get to see Groot lighting up the entire place when it's freaking dark, and it was like that. You, my friend, you green whore, will you stop already? That was freaking funny, and then him shooting like a bazooka towards Nebula. That was fucking funny. Yeah, that was funny from Drax. That was very funny. And then when they blew up like freaking Ronan, but the plan didn't freaking work. And the plan didn't freaking work. They were able to improvise, and then like and so Rocket was there to like crash the entire Milano on like freaking Ronan the Accuser. But even after all those freaking things, the plane, the Dark Aster is now crashing. And the Dark Aster crashing, there's no way out, there's no escape. And then Groot like goes, does the freaking hero play, and they say, we are Groot. And it's a very, very emotional freaking part of this freaking thing, that we get to be able to empathize with freaking Rocket as whatever it is that he's doing. Like like somehow this is like Rocket's freaking best friend, and all the like all he ever had with him is freaking Groot. And it's like very, very fun to be able to like, it's not fun, it's like great freaking thing, man. And it's like able to understand this relationship between Rocket and freaking Groot, and to everybody else, it's crazy insane. It's fun. They crashed out, and you see freaking Rocket like picking out the pieces of freaking Groot, and then you see Ronan now going trying to kill everybody, and then this dance freaking battle. This dance freaking battle with freaking Peter Quill. It's just crazy. Do you not understand? I'm trying to distract you, and it's got blown up. And this time they did not blow him up. They blow up this freaking weapon, and then you see this crazy ass slow motion sequence when it comes to like Peter grabbing the freaking Infinity Stone, and then all this freaking power, he was able to hold on to it, and then take my hand. The take my hand, freaking insane. The take my hand. And then they took his hand. They weren't able to do that, man. And then don't you said it already. And then it was like, we're the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, and then it just blasted him, energy blasted freaking Ronan the Accuser. And then after that, it's like crazy insane. And then the Yondu came along with the freaking orb. And it was like, you know what to do. And then they switched out the freaking orb with freaking Yondu. And now the freaking Infinity Stone into the Nova Corp. They were like probably with the Nova Corp, or they were like probably in Xandar for like quite a while until the ship was rebuilt. But that was like freaking fun times. And then we get to explain when it comes to like crazy things they explain when it comes to like they explain why I was able to like hold on for the Infinitons for that freaking long. I thought we were thinking like maybe there's something about humans. That would be crazy insane, right? Maybe there's something hidden when it comes to the freaking humans because like we understand later on it's the freaking X gene that it's not been activated. It's freaking dormant. Like everybody has the X gene. It's just dormant. It's not needed to be activated, or probably like in human kind of things. But but it's not X-Men. It's not in human parts. It's like freaking Peter Quill. It's not being a part of him being human. There's like a half a freaking part of him that is very ancient, which is freaking ego. But it would be crazy. It would be crazier if they were able to hold on for that long, not just because he was like half part, like he's like part like unwilling freaking thing, but there's like a part of him as a human. There's just this part of him, the human. There's just like a freaking there's like the X gene in there. There's like the inhuman parts in him in there that is just like dormant. It's not being activated and all those freaking things. So we're able to like hold on to that freaking power. But we don't freaking know because X-Men is not yet part of the freaking. It's not yet part of freaking Disney, so it's not a very good IP. So that's not nothing in there. And plus, when it comes to much more lore accurate freaking Peter Quill is much more lore accurate. Peter Quill, he is like only half human. He's like part of like this freaking kingdom or something. Yeah, that's why he's actually a Star Lord. Yes, because he's like a prince or something. But yeah, that was crazy insane. That was nice. That was freaking fun when it comes to like Peter Quill. Peter Quill, nice. Yeah, that was my summary when it comes to. It was a short, very summary when it comes to the freaking plot of Guardians of the Galaxy. How the fuck is that thin? I don't really know. Because it's probably some sort of like a plot that has been over and over overly done most of the freaking times. And when it comes to the freaking plots, you can have like you can only have so freaking many until it repeats itself, you know? Yeah, and probably we've done most of it already. So it's like at this point when a plot line is somehow like kind of repeated and all those freaking things, it probably is because we've done and watched so many things and we'll be like yeah, but it's not about the plot, it's how the plot it's like being done. It's like the variability of how it's done and all those freaking things that it's there, right? It's a mixture of freaking comedy. There's like comedy, there's like space, there's the music that was used is like 70s nostalgia. It's like crazy insane needle drops because we don't see these kinds of like needle drops when it comes to like any other like Marvel movies. It's like so fresh. It's like it's compared to the rest of the other Marvel movies that was like given to us. It was like crazy insane different. And then they were like able to understand probably this is how we're gonna like with the freaking rating and the freaking how it was received. This is probably how we're gonna show space towards the rest of the freaking time now, and that's why it completely influenced like Thor freaking Ragnarok or how Thor Ragnarok is, because that's just how space when it comes to like space adventures is gonna be like that now. You know, it's not gonna be heavily dramatic. It's like having these kinds of like, crazy things, but it's funny as fuck still. You know, like without all those freaking things, it's still funny, but it's much more crazier, colorful, bright. Like you can see it with the colors, how the colors were like freaking done with Thor Ragnarok and Thor: The Dark World. Okay, and then you get to be able to see how freaking yeah the way they transition and transform itself, how we see space when it comes to the MCU, how the MCU portrays space to us and like what it is space. And it's kind of fun. It's great. It's amazing. It's like a new freaking take. It's a fresh freaking take. It feels fresh at the freaking time and it's still fresh until now. It's like a great way to be able to like portray space and it's so good. It's so good, it's well done. And that's why I deserve a freaking 90. It's 91, man. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of those freaking movies that I really freaking love, even if it's fourth freaking time now for me to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. It's still funny, it's still great, and I would keep it reminded of how fucking great it is. Even though I was like fucking bored out of my mind watching it, but it's like afterwards, like take a little bit and like, and I'm now here talking about it and trying to explain it to myself, or at least to Puffy Puff, but yeah, but at least to Puffy Puff, but probably Puffy Puff is not even here, didn't even follow, man. Yeah, after like Puffy Puff says hey. Yeah, yeah. After that one, it's just crazy insane. I was like that, right? It was crazy fun. It was good. That was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. It's Volume 1. It's fun. It's great. Yeah, and it's just crazy insane that you don't have to be really fucking serious to be able to have that. You don't have to be, yes, that like that you don't have to be like very very serious to be able to achieve this kinds of like freaking thing, and that's probably why they wanted to have like that, right? That's what they wanted to have their audience experience, right? The audience experience, the optimal or the target audience experience would be like what an audience experience is when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the formula, like how it was done, like how Guardians of the Galaxy does to people. That's what like the MCU was really really wanting to be able to like pull off every freaking time. You know, every freaking time you want to watch a Marvel movie, it feels like, you know, it was like done very freaking well in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and it is done. And one more fact when it comes to like one more fact or like a little bit of like what do you call this? The phobia or the trivia. One more trivia when it comes to this freaking thing. It's just like yeah, like James Gunn made YouTube shorts back in the early 2000s, like late 2000s, like late early 2000s. He was like doing YouTube shorts with like porn stars and all those freaking things, man. He has like a YouTube channel. And we could go back to his YouTube channel. Like if ever everybody pops up like James Gunn's YouTube channel back in the day, bro. He was a YouTuber. He was a YouTuber in the day, man. I don't know how he was able to like do this freaking things. So it was crazy insane. It was like funny freaking things too. Anyways, yeah. James Gunn. Crazy insane, man. Yeah, like it completely donned the white hair guy. Yeah, completely donned the white hair. Yeah, the bleach blonde hair. Uh, and it's crazy insane. Anyways, that's it for Mr. Gunn. That is all about the guns of like the MCU. Completely changed the MCU after this one because after this we got to be able to see Ant-Man. We get to see Age of Ultron after this one. So I'm gonna watch Age of Ultron. I forgot about like Guardians of the Galaxy coming after like Captain America, Winter Soldier, and there's like Guardians of the Galaxy there too in the phase 2. And yeah, I was like kind of bored when I kind of watched this one, but it's like even though I am bored when it comes to like freaking watching it at the beginning, I was like, fuck, I'm still glued to the freaking screen. I'm still watching it. The lands for freaking land, and then understanding it over and over again, and understanding like how good it is, how freaking good it was made. It was like really freaking good. And that's probably the hard freaking part. It's like the first time, the second iterations, probably the fourth freaking iteration of your freaking story, you'll be able to like, get bored of it, right? You're able to get bored of it and be able to like do those freaking things and be able to like uh like you're able to get bored of your own freaking material, but like somehow you'd be able to understand how good it is. How like you need to deliver it very freaking well because you have to like watch this thing over and over and over again, right? For this freaking man to be able to like really pull it off, he was like able to watch this thing over and over again, and then able to understand that this is how it's supposed to be delivered. Like how the freaking message is supposed to be delivered is kind of crazy, insane to be able to like do all those freaking things as they like take it and like watch it and all those freaking things and edit it and all those freaking things, right? Like from the page itself all the way to the screen is insane. Yeah, that's Guardians of the Galaxy, man. It's crazy insane. It's really freaking good. Yeah. That's the freaking hard part, right? Like after a freaking few edits and like rearranging the freaking thing just to like let it hit harder or let the story be much more understandable and coherent. Yeah. Like somehow like every freaking scene, like every bit needs to make sense, man. Yeah, I have to do those things to be able to make sense. It's kind of crazy. It's really, really cool. that was that. Like, yeah, and now I'm here for like an hour and 40 minutes, and that's probably all we ever need to do with the yapping about like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like really fucking good. Like holy fucking shit, bro. Yeah, but somehow I picked Guardians of the Galaxy more. I like had more fun when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy had much more like a much longer impact towards me all throughout the freaking years rather than freaking Captain America. And I'm like, yeah, because it's that freaking good. It still freaking hits me after the fourth freaking time. Understanding it now and the much better things, like the freaking lines and how everything is done. It's really freaking good. It's really well done. It's done well. It's nice. I have nothing much more left to say. I probably have more to say if I had taken the notes of how good it is, but it's like that good. Anyways, that is Guardians of the Galaxy having a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, an 8 on IMDb, 3.8 on Common Sense. So really like Common Sense. It's a very highly rated film. And it's that freaking good. 3.8 on Letterboxd and 4 point the Common Sense. Like what the fuck is Letterboxd gonna be able to say here? Like what is a 5 on Letterboxd anyways? No. Oh, I Letterboxd. Like I've been watching the whole MCU. The upgrade in style and personality with this movie isn't real. The upgrade in style and personality with this movie isn't real. This takes me back when I still like Chris Pratt. What's wrong with Chris Pratt? He just loves Jesus, man. Like just because of the Jesus thingy, yeah, probably. Uh, I cried. This is perfect. I am Groot. Nothing goes over Drax's head. He has excellent reflexes. Rocket isn't a raccoon. I am Groot. Star Lord. Who? Sexy aliens. I want the Inhumans film now. Stanley is a perv. Great film. I actually cried genuine tears and the guy next to me. He was crying and we were crying. Yeah. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Back when NCU made top tier comic book films, now we get garbage like Quantum. I'm shocked they hired Vin Diesel to say I am Groot numerous times and earned millions from it. It seems to receive the easiest role of his life. No, actually, when it comes to I am Groot, it's almost like I am Groot in every freaking language. He has to say it in every freaking language, so he has to like do a little bit of work from it. It's not just I am Groot, but he has to do it in like multiple freaking languages. It's still the voice in multiple freaking languages. Emmett the Lego at Spieler is an outlaw cowboy space pirate ladies man with a code name who leads a group of misfits known as the Guardians of the Galaxy against an evil guy who will stop another to destroy the universe. This group of misfits includes a sexy green chick, a tree creature, a talking raccoon. Holy freaking hell. It's just crazy insane. This review is insane. This group of misfits includes a sexy green chick, a tree creature, a talking raccoon, a WWE wrestler, and the best part is they turned the MCU world upside down in one of the best summer blockbusters in recent memory. Well, this is like watch August 2014. 2014. Yes. In recent memory, Mixtape, Brave Mommy, Spaceships, Junker, A Blood Diamond Body, Magic Ball, When You Forget Your Name, the name of your one night stand before she leaves, Troll Doll, Marlene Dixon, The First Time You See Rocket and Groot, Stanley is a Pimp, The Way Zoe Licks Her Lips, Glenn Close, Reed Rothschild, I Wish My Codename Was Star-Lord, The Birdie, Space Alcatraz, Batista Without Evolution, Fox Cars. I wish Bradley Cooper was a real raccoon. It would have made The Hangover a lot more interesting. Automatic Weapons, I wonder how long it took Vin to memorize his lines. Disappearing Gravity, Never Fuck With a Man's Walkman, Pina Coladas, Motherfucker, The Way Rocket Pulls Your Leg, Batista Vocabulary, Jackson Pollock is a fantastic paper, Shay, Elbow Grease, John Stamos is an outlaw, Groot's Kindness, Fat Lizard, The Footloose Legend, The Ultimate Oxygen Mash, damn, Quill's Mask is the motherfucker. It's a cross between Darth Maul, the Rocketeer, and the Iron Giant, Rocket's Teeth, Man Purse, Cosmo and the Space Dog, Cosmo and the Space Dog, sibling rivalry, good sensitivity. You can do a lot of shit before you can to 5. Star Wars X Battle, Kevin Bacon moment, Groot Light, Bazooka Batista, Merle's Missile, the whole 5 plot pilot sort of reminds me of Wedge. Metaphor motherfucker, Rocket's Growl. The Tree of Life, We Are Groot motherfuckers, The Right Song, Dance Off, Holding Hands, Slideshow, Chris Pratt's jacket so badass, Sweet Shadow when Dave touches Bradley, the greatest gift ever, Groot Boogie, Real motherfuckers listen to mixtapes using their Sony Walkmans, Quack Quack, Holy Summer Surprise, Guardians of the Galaxy is so much fun. I love how they use a fresh cast for this MCU film. Who knew Chris Pratt was leading my material? Who knew Batista could actually act? Bravo, James Gunn, for keeping it real. This film is not perfect. I didn't care for the real baddies, but I have to give Guardians of the Galaxy credit for not dragging too much. Rocket and Groot are this generation's Han and Chewie. They kick so much ass and stole every scene. Does this mean I actually like Bradley Cooper now? Too enjoyable not to like. Fun, fun, fun. Go see this film now. That is from Todd Gaines. Todd Gaines, man. With a 4-star. Holy fucking shit, what a review. Yeah. Uh, Dude, he did this 3 stars. Oh, and this one's a negative one, okay? Only Marvel could make a film about a raccoon in the tree traveling to space. Feels so tiresomely familiar, but it's quite stylish. Rocket isn't funny. Villain is garbage. Gun can shoot action. The movie wears its weirdness like a cheap costume, yet even though it's a dreadful, dull formula with a few shiny new variable, it still works. This easy emotional chemistry pays off. Less so when Rocket is like, we're a team and that's why we're great, 87 times. In fact, there are a bunch of almost levitational moments that are gutted by exclaiming them to death. The levitational, including Gravity Bit, for iconic example. Lots of lots of sick widescreen digital compositions, but turns to mush when it moves. Definitely refreshing after the marvelness of Winter Soldier, and Drax and Groot pick up a lot of slack. And Zoe Saldana could literally be any of the Zoe Saldana roles, and Chris Pratt just has to look at the camera with my mom's dead puppy eyes, and you fall for his Veiku's homesickness. Bah! I'll be there for the second one, which was much more comfortable in its own skin, and adheres to less enervating. What? That's a 3-star. This one a negative one. Holy fucking shit. Here you go. Like tomatoes. Sorry, does that offend you? Here you go. Here's the Reservoir Dogs soundtrack to listen to while you read the rest of the review. Apparently, that can make everything better. Yeah, me too. I was kind of tired when it comes to like the needle drops. People like to criticize Hollywood for making the same movie over and over again. Apparently, some of those same people happily line up for Marvel films that literally do the exact same thing. Guardians of the Galaxy is 18th Marvel film about a blank that can destroy the universe, which blank tries to obtain, so blank must stop them. Fucking Mad Libs are more complex than that shit. Plot drives this film completely. The only character development comes from our main character just spending time with people. Wow, he goes from being selfish to having a sense of community. The rest of the time, it's cardboard villains versus cardboard heroes, accompanied by K. Billy's super sounds of the 70s, and occasional joke that has been done to death by the countless other films. Our hero Quill talks about having sticks up their butts on, and our alien heroine takes his statement literally. Ooh, ha 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 ha. Stop, I can't contain my laughter. You know this was funny back in 1986 when Star Trek stretched a joke out to an alien and Star Trek stretched the joke out to an entire feature length. Elsewhere, a villain appears suddenly in front of our heroes and begins a large monologue, which is immediately cut short by the blast of Death Ray. Just like the rages of the last arc, when the guy comes out with his knives and does a big show before Indy moves him down. That's the extent of the imagination on display here. Co-written and directed by James Gunn, it's safe to say he has no idea how to direct action. The orientation of several scenes was amusing, and not a single one of them escalated to any sort of emotional payoff. The effects were incredible, of course, but the film amounts to little more than Manborg with a bazillion-dollar budget. It's 2 hour wink wink nudge nudge to a bazillion people that are in the joke. When I first heard of the film, I was hoping it would be a sort of inverted Avengers, unafraid of being irreverent and embracing a kitsch aesthetic. Yes, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was smoking either. I didn't give a damn about anyone in this film. So why 2.5 stars, you ask? Actually, I'm surprised you are reading and haven't written me off as a hater of fun. It's not too late. There's still a big open comment space below for you to type TLDR. If I'm being honest, Guardians of the Galaxy is nowhere near as bad as Iron Man 2 or Thor 2, which actually managed to scrape the bottom of the barrel. But for all its stabs and at ingenuity of all its wellness and of the wellness, it's no more than the same old dime a dozen crap we all rail against each other, against each and every summer, as cheap in wolf's clothing if ever there was. Damn. Damn, that's 2.5 stars, man. From Autor, a patron. Shit, man, gets me every. You know what? These kinds of people are just like, yeah, it's kind of like one of those freaking things that we're trying to find something new and all those freaking things. And it's very, very hard. With everything still let it be done. Yeah. That's just from one guy. That's pretty much it. Any more else? Oh my god. Law enforcement must be guardians in our communities, not warriors against our own people. Uga chaka, uga, uga, uga chaka, uga, uga. Yeah, there's gonna be some negative freaking comments, man. Because I do understand the freaking the negativity about it because it feels like I was the same, right? And that is a freaking Marvel formula. That's what I was saying when it comes to the freaking Marvel formula and all those freaking things. It's just, but for me, it's like a normal freaking viewer. It's like okay, bro. I'm just like these freaking days. I am not looking for something. It's just very very hard, and when you're looking, it's probably this guy is looking for a true 95 or something kind of crazy ass freaking movie. Wait, let's see what other things he reviewed. Where the fuck is the 2.5 star? Let me see what other reviews did they have. The O2. Let's see what other movies they have. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, look at his favorites. His favorites are Breaking the Waves. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking yeah. This guy watches movies. Citizen Kane. Okay, Citizen Kane, the cook, the thief, the wife, and and her lover. Okay, this guy. Yeah, this guy watches freaking movies, man. Okay, he has like 4.5 freaking stars for Maniac Cop 2. Maniac Cop 2. Maniac Cop 2. Bro, here's a review. It's insane how great the chase scene is in the center of this film. It's better than 90% about mainstream. Okay, I'm gonna watch fucking Maniac Cop 2 and fucking compare it to Guardians of the freaking Galaxy. Just because I'm fucking petty like that, right? Maybe this guy watches movies, bro. This guy knows movies. Best of 1990s list, bro. Wait. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, a half. Bro, this guy knows movies, bro. The Secret Agent, 3.5. Ooh. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Yep, that's a freaking good movie. Punch Drunk Love. That's a 5 stars. Punch Drunk Love. Kill Bill, The Whole Body Affair. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this guy knows movies. Yeah, this guy knows movies. Yeah. I understand the 2.5 now. I understand the 2.5 now. If you compare Marvel movies to the rest of the freaking film, the rest when it comes to other freaking films, it's kind of like, yeah, you gotta watch other movies, bro, not just Marvel movies. That's what I gotta say. That's why it's like 2.5. You know? I understand. I completely understand. I understand where he's coming from. I do like got a sentiment when it comes to whatever it is that he's saying. That is like, yeah, you've watched too many movies at that freaking point, right? It's kind of like you've watched too freaking many movies, and it's kind of find hard. It's you see all these freaking patterns. It's all freaking the same. It feels everything is freaking the same. And when it comes to this freaking thing, it triggers you all the freaking the same things ever when it comes to those freaking things. But for us who don't watch that kind of that much, like if it's like one of those first integration of like a freaking movie towards you, if they rehash this one or they like done this like executed pretty well this freaking joke of a thing, like he did say like it's been done in Star Trek, it's been done in all those freaking things, but not a lot of us know about Star Trek. Like all we know is like Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, if it's done well as is, and if it does trigger a freaking certain kind of pattern freaking thing towards you, then it's probably done freaking well. If it's done again and it's done freaking well and everybody like recognizes it and loves how it's done, what's wrong about that? It seems like because everything has been done already, right? Everything, like there's a theory that everything has been done already, and it seems like these guys or there are like kinds of people like still trying to find something freaking new, and I love them and I applaud for them because they are the ones who like really do find something new, crazy ass things, because there are like crazy ass freaking things. There are movies where there are things being done pretty well and done freaking new and done freaking differently, you know? And it is like that. And it is like that. But man, this is just freaking libel at this point, bro. Like co-written and directed by, it's safe to say he has no idea how to direct action. Fuck! Have you seen Volume 3? Bro, have you seen Volume 3? Okay, this was like, wait, when was this freaking written, bro? Oh, 6 August 2014. Yeah, he knows freaking movies, bro. He knows freaking movies. But man, and not every single one of them leads to an emotional freaking payoff, especially when it comes to freaking action. It does feel like that. The only part there was the only action scene that has an emotional freaking payoff was yeah, this freaking not even much, man. I do understand. It kinda is like that. I kinda do understand it is like that. But it still was fun for me, man. Nah. No, I gotta be honest. What I was like feeling, what I was feeling yesterday, what I was feeling when I was watching it yesterday was kind of crazy until the freaking third act. The third act was I was starting to feel the entire freaking show in the third freaking act, but like of the rest of the freaking act, yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. If you're just on the point of just watching the damn freaking thing, it's kind of hard when you get like you've put into the never mind. Uh, yeah, you can see the movies that you actually like, right? Dawn of the Dead, Under the Skin. Yeah, Under the Skin. Under the Skin. This was the Scarlett Johansson. Oh yeah, that was a freaky shit, bro. Yeah, Under the Skin was like really good. Yeah, you know the things you like. Yeah, yeah. I understand now. Films 8,459 over 364 last year, bro. Bro. Bro, this guy watches movies a lot, bro. Yeah. Like wow. Depending it from this guy, this is crazy as insane, bro. Like the effects were incredible, of course, but the film amounts to little more than Manborg with a bazillion-dollar budget. Manborg, what the fuck is Manborg? Manborg. Yeah, but a lot of people they like it because it is that good. 3.8. Wow. Oh, a letterbox seems like the hardest freaking one to have like a 5. It's the hardest place to have like a 4. What's a letterbox freaking 4 anyway? Wait, reviews. Oh my god. Let's go to Marty Supreme. What's the freaking rating? It's a 4.3. Okay, fuck. Marty Supreme, Christmas night. Show up again. Marty Supreme. It's that fucking good. Yeah, Marty Supreme is that fucking good, bro. Marty Supreme. It's a 4.3. How about Avatar? 3.6. Yeah, it's these kinds of movies, okay? Oh, a letterbox. I kind of understand what. You know what? You know what? You know what? That's about it. That's the reviews. Dude, you should rate things how a cliche is freaking done, man. I know freaking people hate freaking cliches, but how cliches are done, like how it's freaking done, if it's like done and executed very well, it's like very, very fucking cool. You know, it's a cliche for a certain freaking thing. We love it for a certain. We love it because it was a certain freaking thing, man. We love it because it's a certain freaking thing. We love it and we formulated it. We like so we love it how it's done, and we'll be able to like formulate it and be able to replicate it and be able to be done again because we know it's that kind of effective. It's like a freaking paper being referenced over and over again, and that's how much a cliche is a cliche. You know, it's like a very very good as freaking theory. It's a very very good as freaking conclusion or a very good as paper. It's a cliche. Aye. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Okay. 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 Okay, that's the thing, right? Oh, anyways, that's just the first freaking gun movie. Anyways, yeah. uh, damn. Okay. Yeah. And probably, yeah, those freaking things, those freaking cliches should be like, there's like a counter theory of like, probably it's not, right? Like, you probably should be like, probably should have like better freaking taste. Probably should have better freaking taste. Aye. Aye. This guy is from someone who says like Guardians of the Galaxy is freaking mid. We're gonna watch Manborg. Uh, like what the fuck is that 90s freaking horror thing insane? 90s freaking the movies. That's a crazy ass freaking movie. Anyways. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Schwap. Anyways. Anyways. Guys, that's about it. Yeah, we're hitting 1 hour for. We're gonna be hitting the 2 hour mark now, just because we're trying to defend it from freaking critics. I don't know why we're even trying to defend it from freaking critics. Everybody fucking loved it, and the majority of freaking people loved it. Why am I even like defending from a critic from Letterbox? I don't even know why. I don't even know why you're defending it from a critic from Let. You know what? You know what? Letterbox is kind of good, bro. It's like a much more community based, much more properly rating freaking a bunch of freaking things. It seems like it, but it seems like the taste of the freaking people in the population when it comes to like certain things like that adheres or like gravitates to a certain kind of like freaking certain kinds of freaking movies. It's kind of like that, and it doesn't seem like Marvel movies has a place to be able to like hit the top four. Have like a something like around a four. It's probably if I see a letterbox freaking four on a Marvel movie, that's gonna be something different. It's gonna be it doesn't seem I guess it's gonna be a Marvel movie that doesn't have those big ass freaking uh it doesn't have those big ass freaking fights. A Marvel movie that's much more grounded, that's much more of a character study and much more really railing into those freaking kinds of tastes. But like who would want a Marvel movie to be like that anyways? You know? Like those people who watch Marvel movies don't like it's just weird. But probably they need it. They need to be shown those kinds of like freaking movies, bro. They need to watch those kinds of movies to be able to and then go back to the Marvel movies that you love and be able to like see it for what it is, right? Like see it for its freaking flaws and still be able to love it. It's still freaking good, man. It's still freaking good. For me, it's still freaking good freaking movie. Even though I'm kind of bored and kind of shit like that, but it's like still freaking good. Anyways, like a 3.8. Okay, let's go with the 3.8. What is it's a 3.8 letterbox, man. Wait, let me see it again. It's a 3.8 letterbox. It's a 3.8. It's almost a freaking 4. It's like close. It's close to a 4. You know what? Is that freaking good? Anyways, 45. A 4.5 is like a 19. Like Marty Supreme is like a 4.5 in letterbox. Why the Supreme was that much freaking hype, man? Yeah, it's 93, 4.2, 8.2, 4.4. Yeah. Yeah. I okay, it's that freaking good. Oh, it's that fucking good. Oh, the hype is freaking good. It probably is. It probably is. I'm hyping myself up to it because you know what? Might as well hype myself up, right? Might as well hype myself up for Whitey Supreme. It's that fucking good, the movie. Anyways. Whew. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. I might watch like the freaking Mall Cup. Like what was that? Wait. What was that on the letterbox? What? Dude, this guy watches freaking movies, bro. I haven't seen Guardians. Okay, this is one of the freaking other comments when it comes to this review. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy yet, but that's the thing with franchises. It gets to the point where you need to see the latest Star Wars, Star Trek, Planet of the Apes, etc. movie just to ensure you know what you're missing. When everyone was passing around the gift of the raccoon fire and gun while standing on top of a tree, I was the first to say that looks utterly draft. I've been a little uneasy about this project ever since they signed on James Gunn to direct. Begins a large monologue which is immediately cut short by the blast of death. Actually, that instantly made me think of an episode of Firefly. I don't think reusing that gag is really an instant black white of the film. Oh my freaking god, these are like freaking sci-fi nerds, man. Yeah, I probably haven't like watched a bunch of like sci-fi that way able to like understand it. But yeah, just look at system one. Like I haven't watched The Expanse yet. Okay, this clearly shows my freaking taste, right? Because I haven't watched The Expanse. I haven't watched The Expanse. I haven't watched like Star Trek in its original freaking form. I watched Star Wars in its original freaking thing. Anything else? Like I haven't watched the prequel. I haven't finished the freaking prequels, and I just completely gave up on Star Wars when it comes to the prequels. Uh, and then I watched this the latest three one. 7, 8, 9. Oh, those were like the seven was like freaking good, but it was just nostalgia freaking bait. But everybody freaking loved it. Like that's my thing when it comes to like Star Wars. That's probably what like everybody thought of like. That's what probably everybody thought of like freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. These freaking people, how they see Guardians of the Galaxy is probably like that because they see bits and pieces coming from this previously done and watch probably much more executed well. Well, probably it's not like that, right? But if it's executed the same way for me, if it's executed the same way, even though it's repeated, even though it's like it gotten from like a certain kind of like freaking thing, but it's executed in a different way or executed much more better, then if it's executed in a much more better way, then I'm probably like be able to like say, oh yeah, it's good, even though it's borrowed, you know? Yeah, it just shows their freaking taste. See, this guy loves Iron Man 3. What pie? Yeah, this is why I'm not watching any other freaking movies. We're gonna also watching these freaking things. Yeah, true. Yeah, just 167,000. Ah, no. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's enough for Letterbox. Letterbox is fucking insane, right? Alright, now I'm getting Letterbox, bro. Alright, let's see like before sunrise here. Let's see like before sunrise. Let's see like before sunrise. It's a 4.3. Yeah. Yeah, thought so. Thought so. It's one of those freaking movies, bro. Yeah. Because if you're gonna have freaking action, if you have gonna have a freaking fight, the fight must be really freaking important. There must be like emotional freaking payoff. I understood now. Because like you must understand, like when it comes to the freaking viewer, you must understand why the fight is going on for the fight to be really, really fucking fulfilling, or to be like have like some sort of a catharsis to you as a like freaking viewer. Because it seems like there's no freaking like when it comes to like a very, very, very good ass freaking fight, is there seems to be no other way than just the freaking fight to freaking happen, and then the fight freaking happens and you'll be like there glued to the freaking screen. You know, it feels like those freaking characters are like trying to avoid the fight as much as freaking possible, but somehow that's what is freaking needed for the freaking story to move on, for us to have like a freaking conclusion, or for the freaking hero to be able to achieve his fucking dream. And that's where the fight freaking starts, and that's when you'll be able to like understand. Now that's a thing that gives like emotional freaking payoff. Anyways, we get to see that a little bit of something of that when it comes to Civil War. That's why I like Civil War a lot. Yeah, Civil War I hype a lot about, but it's just much more Avenger-y kind of like freaking thing, and I get it from them. It's it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a Civil War, but yeah. Let's see like the ratings when it comes to Civil War. Anyways, let's see when it comes to Civil War. Okay, one more thing before I like again. Let's see the ratings of Civil War. It's a 3.6. It's not a 3.8. Let's see the freaking three. Oh my god, I'm scared of the freaking reviews. It's just 12 friends fist fighting in the parking lot. Yeah, because they didn't like push the freaking yeah. Now you're fighting them in the parking lot. Oh my freaking god! This freaking the three fucking reviews. Oh, it's just fucking funny, man. This is not a war. This is just 12 friends fist fighting in a parking lot. Poor Bucky. So much happens to him and he still never gets a chance to become an actual character. Captain, I give up my life and my shield for him, but no homo. America. God, your boyfriend did some bad things while he was brainwashed by Nazi organization. So now you're fine. Okay, we're gonna read these freaking things when I watch Captain America, okay? When we watch like Civil War. But then that's about it. Alright, it's fucking funny as fuck. Alright, let's go. That's about it. We're going watching Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's just about it. Probably supposed to be something like that, right? But yeah. Anyways, bye bye. Bye bye.